Welcome back to another hoot of a time, Goofy Goobers. Today, pasta, like the title of the video says. Alright, so, we already got our pizza pasta, getting all moist up in that air crock pot. We're gonna be boiling now water. Yeah, I'm gonna let that water boil till the noodles are soft. Next, what we're gonna do is we're going to be motherfucking, let me turn the light on real quick. Accidentally paused the video like an idiot, but hey, we got a light on. You know what, we're gonna get another light on. Check it out. Wow, studio light, pointing towards us. It's probably not gonna do shit. It's on now. So what we're gonna do, season this motherfucking meat. We're gonna season it with some Westminster sauce. Oh, motherfucker. Onion powder, motherfucking salt and pepper, and some garlic powder. We're gonna season the meat up, and I'll come back to you once it's all seasoned. Yaga! By the way, how are you supposed to say this shit? It's Worcester, Hobbitshire sauce, fucking flyer sauce. It's good. Right, so we got all the seasonings in there, and then we're gonna go ahead and mash it up with our hands, make love. We love making love. Right, now that all of this has made sweet, sweet love in the bowl, we're gonna toss it in the motherfucking pan after I spray something in it. Yeah, before my dumbass forgets, we're gonna spray some of this, some non-stick into the pan. Then we're gonna throw the meat in, and then we're gonna throw the chopped up green bell pepper and onions in there. We're gonna right. So we got all this in the pan, and it's cooking now, and it's looking good. We're gonna let this cook in here for a little bit, and we're gonna cook it until brown and delicious and golden. Story time, because I know how much you little goobers love story time. Once upon a time, there was a man named Stephen. Stephen was a heathen who was always beaten. See, Stephen was beaten until the end of the season. And after the season, he was beaten some more. Stephen never stopped beating until one day he was, arrested by the police. So Stephen was a heathen. He was a cretin for beating. So Stephen the heathen got arrested by the police for beating. But while he was in jail, Stephen just kept beating. He was beaten so much that his cellmate got annoyed and started beating him. So Stephen the heathen was beaten till the end of the season in prison, and his cellmate was beating him every time he would start beating himself. Moral of the story, there's a time and a place. Alright, so our noodles are done cooking, but our meat is not. So we're going to go ahead and strain the noodles. And then we'll continue on the meat. You win a car, you win some bees, you are the... Sheesh! Right, so the water has been strained. Ooh, actually, yeah, we should gonna take the cap off. Right, so the water is strained, and we are still cooking the motherfucking meat. Yago!
Osteoporosis.
Hey, can I get a joint pork on pump night? How are you doing, by the way? Leave in the comments section how you're doing. Are you having a good day? Are you having a bad day? Did I make you laugh? Let me know. I'm not gonna read any of that shit. I'm kidding. I love y'all. I read every comment. Mwah. Alright. The meat's pretty much almost done at this point. And, yeah, I'd say the meat's done. See, it's all brown. It's all golden. It's all good and nice and tasty looking. Oh, I wish I could dig in now, but we ain't going to. We still got plenty of ingredients to add. You know what I mean? So we gonna add a whole motherfucking jar, can, Kool-Aid jammer of marinara sauce. Next, we're gonna go ahead and add a whole can of motherfucking Alfredo sauce. Oh yeah. Next, you're gonna wanna add some tomato paste. Now, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm gonna give you a little bit of insight. So I went shopping for all these ingredients yesterday, so I could make it. So I could make this pasta bake today. And it wasn't until this morning, literally this morning, when I realized that I had forgot one ingredient. What was that one ingredient? The tomato paste. So I got in my car, drove to my local grocery shop, and didn't even go grocery shopping. I bought one single ingredient, which was tomato paste. And luckily for us, we're adding tomato paste in here today. Can't have a good pasta bake without tomato paste. Good shit. Next, what we're gonna want to do, we're gonna want to add some motherfucking spices here, and yeah, let's get it. We're gonna add some salt. We're gonna add that pepper. Considerable amount of pepper. Gonna add some Italian seasoning. And don't be afraid of, you know, spreading that seasoning around a little bit. Gonna add some garlic powder. Yes sir, yes sir, yes sir, yes sir. And then last but not least, some motherfucking chili P. Shout out to the boy Pink Man, Jesse Pink Man. We're out here, yeah. You're also gonna want to add a dash of sugar, just to relieve some of the acidity from the pasta. Not too much, not too much. Just, oh, that's perfect. That's perfect. Any more sugar, you'll make it too sweet. You just want just a little bit to dilute some of the acidity. Now you're gonna want to mix that up, and you're gonna want to cook a little bit more. You know what? As a matter of fact, I'm gonna turn that heat up to 8, not on high, but to 8, just so we can get that all the juices marinating a little bit more, get a little bit more heat on it. Yaga. Something else I don't want to forget to mention is that tomato paste. It's a little bit thick. It's a little bit thick, so you're gonna want to, while you're stirring, you're gonna want to look for that tomato paste in there, and you're gonna want to try and like chop it up and like mix it up in there. You're gonna want to make sure all that tomato paste is inside the sauce and it's all stirred up and nice. You want it all to make love together. You want it all to look nice. You want it all to look pretty. You want all the flavors to sync up together in perfect harmony. So next thing you're gonna want to do is I've turned the heat to low 2, and you're gonna want to put the lid on. You're gonna want a lid on your pan, pop, and you're gonna want to let that shit simmer for about 5-10 minutes, something like that, something light, not too long, not too short. You're just gonna want to make sure that all of the motherfucking flavors in there, you know, like simmer together, meld in perfect harmony, and it'll also make sure that any meat that was uncooked previously will kind of simmer in, will kind of cook more thoroughly. So, yaga. All right, next thing you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to get your oven, or in my case, toaster oven, and you're gonna want to turn it to 375, right? Preheat that little son of a bitch, 375, and then once we go ahead, once the beer's done simmering, I'm gonna put the noodles in with it. Gonna have that make love, mix it around a bit. The noodles gonna soak up the flavoring, and then put. Oh yeah, right there it is. And then we're gonna grab these motherfucking cake trays here. Basically, just start putting all of it in the cake trays, and we'll put cheese on top. You know what it is. All right, so we got our noodles in there, and now we're just gonna have to straight up mix it around and have them all make love. I already know what it is. All right, something real quick I want to mention is while you're mixing all this shit together, I suggest getting multiple tools to do it. See, I'm using a spatula and a pair of tongs to mix this all together. And you're just gonna want to get it all. You're gonna want to get all that sauce and all the noodles and even spread around. Right. Once you feel like you've gotten even spread, then it's time for the cake trays. Right. So once you've got it all filled, then comes the cheese. The cheese. So I've got some cheddar jack and Italian style 6 cheese blend, and we're just gonna combine the efforts of the 2 cheeses. We're gonna put it on there, and then we're gonna throw it in that toaster oven. What's up, my boyo? What's up, silly boy? All right. So then, once you're done putting the cheese on, what you're gonna want to do? Pop that in there. Slam the door on it. let that cook for about up until the cheese is done, really. Yeah, that's it. Nothing to it. Once that's done baking, it's gonna be done, and I'm gonna go ahead. Oh, okay. I almost dropped the camera. We're good. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the rest of this into the rest of my cake trays, and I'm gonna keep cooking. But stay tuned for part 2. Oh, also, I wanted to mention, even though I chose these cheeses, you can choose whatever cheese you want. I just wanted those ones. So, yeah. Stay tuned for part 2, where I taste test it, and I'll let you know how it turns out. Yaga.